Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of our channel, where we explore the fascinating crossroads of spirituality, esotericism, and science. Today, we're delving into a topic that has captivated ancient civilizations, modern researchers, and spiritual seekers alike: the extraordinary power hidden within the body's energy centers. You might have heard these centers called chakras. You might also have seen recent scientific discussions about the power of the mind to heal the body. Well, imagine combining ancient wisdom and modern science into a single coherent practice that helps us tap into our truest potential for health, transformation, and transcendence. Intriguing, right? Before we jump in, let me say this. If our thoughts can contribute to stress or illness, then reversing that process can also be possible. We have the capacity to train our minds and harmonize our bodies to spark real, tangible change. Ready to embark on this adventure? Stay with us, because by the end of this episode, I promise you'll walk away not only with a deeper sense of how your energy centers function, but also with the confidence that you can bring balance, health, and greater well-being into your life. Let's get started. Throughout history, ancient Eastern cultures have pointed to these invisible energy currents and swirling centers in our bodies. Different languages, different eras, but the same concept. Specific points in the body hold unique frequencies, and with them, the power to shape our emotions, physiology, and overall state of being. For instance, the Sanskrit word chakra is often mentioned in yoga or meditation practices. These spinning wheels of energy are said to govern everything from physical glands to emotional expression. But time changes language. Over the centuries, words like chakra, meridian, and energy field have been used in so many varied contexts that we sometimes lose touch with their real meaning. Even so, the original idea remains compelling. If the body is an energetic instrument, then learning to tune it, like a guitar or piano, can yield profound harmony within us. Contemporary scientists and spiritual teachers alike propose that each of these energy centers can be viewed through a modern lens. They're not just mystical notions, but also align with clusters of nerves, plexuses, hormone-releasing glands, and distinct frequencies we can measure. This suggests that balancing these centers might bring us closer to something akin to emotional, physical, and even spiritual coherence. Before diving into specifics, let's recall a question at the heart of this entire exploration. If our thoughts, emotions, and stress can negatively impact our bodies, can we harness that same mechanism to heal or uplift ourselves? If we understand the science behind mind over matter, the short answer is yes. But to really grasp how, we have to look at the intricate ways our brain, nervous system, and these energy centers communicate, sometimes in sync, sometimes not. And that's where we begin our deeper dive. Our focus today is on what we call the energy centers, sometimes referred to as chakras. There are 7 primary energy centers within the body, along with an 8th center that hovers just above the head. Each center has a corresponding cluster of nerves, also known as a plexus, an associated gland, like the adrenal glands or thyroid, etc., distinct hormones and chemistry unique to that center, a specific mini-brain of its own, a localized intelligence that, when activated, brings certain emotional qualities to life. Each center resonates at its own frequency, carries its own message, and you could say it has its own mind. When energy moves into one center, you might feel a certain way, be it love in the heart or willpower in the solar plexus. If that flow is blocked, we can get stuck in patterns, emotions, or physical ailments tied to that center. Now, you might be wondering, this is fascinating, but how does it link to modern science and the concept of healing? Good question. It all comes down to coherence, that fine-tuned order within us that can align our physical, emotional, and mental states. Previously, many spiritual traditions and modern scientists focused on just heart-brain coherence, the synergy where the signals from a calm, rhythmic heartbeat unify with the brain's neural networks. Research shows that when your heart and brain are in sync, you experience reduced stress, improved immune system response, clearer thinking, stronger sense of well-being. But here's the next step. If you learn to bring coherence to your heart and brain, you can extend this harmony to all the energy centers of your body. Each center is influenced by the autonomic nervous system, ANS, which operates mostly below our conscious awareness, regulating things like heartbeat, digestion, hormone release, and blood sugar. When the brain is in high-stress fight or flight mode, it sends disordered signals through the spinal cord. Those signals then inform each of these mini-brains in the lower energy centers. The result? Disorder or incoherence in the organs, glands, and emotions tied to those centers. Over time, that chaotic messaging can contribute to illness or imbalance. Think chronic fatigue, digestive issues, hormonal imbalances, or emotional ups and downs. However, when the brain is coherent, relaxed yet aware, open and not hyper-focused on crisis or stress, it sends calmer, more organized signals down the spine. Each center's little brain then echoes that order, creating a beneficial ripple effect in our body's chemistry. This synergy fosters healthy communication among cells, balanced hormone levels, and stable emotional states. To achieve this coherence, we can use specific meditative practices that alternate between convergent focus, direct attention on something tangible, and divergent focus, a relaxed, open awareness of space or energy. By practicing this, we train our brainwaves to slow down from busy, anxious beta states toward more receptive alpha and theta states. This shift lets us access the deeper operating system in the subconscious mind and autonomic nervous system, where real change happens. When we become skilled in focusing on nothing but frequency, the intangible space around us, we nurture a sense of calm and expansiveness. That, in turn, leads to more coherent brain activity. Once you master that, you can direct your attention, and thus your energy, to each energy center with greater effectiveness. You create coherence in that specific center, which then restores balance and equilibrium to its associated glands and organs. That's why we see extraordinary transformations in people who practice this work diligently. Some individuals report improvements in conditions like rectal or prostate issues, digestive tract problems, acid reflux, diverticulitis, hormonal imbalances, thyroid, adrenal, etc., heart issues, arrhythmias, palpitations, depression, anxiety, and more. When coherence spreads throughout your brain and every energy center, each of those centers becomes an orchestra of harmony rather than a few random instruments playing off key. You become, quite literally, a symphony of well-being. Now let's talk about why energy gets stuck in the first place. Often it's trauma, stress, or deeply conditioned emotions, fear, guilt, shame, anger, and so on. These emotions have chemical signatures that anchor energy in certain centers. If you've experienced childhood trauma, for instance, that can lock energy in the first or second center, manifesting as recurrent feelings of insecurity or difficulty with creativity and sexuality. Another concept that helps us grasp this more deeply is the idea of ligands, chemical messengers that bind to cells. There are three main types in our bodies. Neurotransmitters, they enable neuron-to-neuron communication in the brain. Neuropeptides, they carry signals that prompt hormone release in the endocrine system. Hormones themselves, they affect the body's longer-lasting mood, behavior, and internal states. When you chronically think the same thoughts, say, "I'm unworthy," or "I'm always anxious," your brain wires those neural circuits more strongly. Then it releases specific neuropeptides that trigger your body's hormonal centers to produce matching emotions like stress hormones. Over time, you condition your body to live in that emotional state, anchoring energy in whichever center corresponds to that emotional frequency. Constant fear or survival stress might keep you locked in the first center. Chronic guilt could linger in the second center. Continuous anger or need for control can clamp energy in the third center. This process creates a vicious cycle. The negative thought triggers the emotion. The emotion validates the thought. Your body demands more of the same chemical cocktail, and so on. But here's the exciting part. You can reverse this cycle by learning to shift your attention and energy to more positive states, eventually teaching your brain and body a new internal chemistry. That's precisely what meditations like the blessing of the energy centers achieve. You systematically bring each center into coherence, first by locating it, convergent focus, then by sensing the space around it, divergent focus, and finally by receiving energy into it with a feeling of gratitude or worthiness. As you do this, you're letting that center breathe, become orderly, and release long-held tension or negativity. Essentially, you're entraining incoherence with coherence, meaning the stable, balanced signal of your intention and awareness overtakes the chaotic patterns previously stored there. Over time, you experience shifts in your emotional baseline and physical health. Imagine your spine like a pathway for ascending energy. Let's follow that path. First center, base. When energy is stuck here, you're often stuck in survival mode. Releasing it upward invites vitality without the heaviness of fear or primal stress. Second center, lower abdomen. Linked to digestion, elimination, and creativity. When balanced, you feel at ease in your personal world, able to enjoy life and adapt. Third center, solar plexus. Willpower, self-esteem, and personal power. Unbalanced, it can lead to aggression, stress, or a sense of helplessness. Balanced, you feel capable and self-assured. Fourth center, heart. The seat of love, gratitude, and compassion. Ascending energy here often leads to the first feelings of fullness or emotional richness. Fifth center, throat. Expression and truth. Once your heart opens, you naturally want to share your truth in words and actions. Sixth center, pineal gland/third eye. This is where visions, intuition, and advanced creativity can blossom. Opening this center can feel like a new sense of clarity about how the world really is. Seventh center, top of the head, associated with unity and cosmic connection. When energy fully reaches here, you often feel a merging of self-awareness with a broader spiritual awareness. Eighth center, above the head, sometimes called the Ka by ancient Egyptians. Energy here can enable you to download insights from a higher field of consciousness, like opening the door to a cosmic library. Moving energy through these centers isn't always easy. Many of us have blockages based on past events, negative thought patterns, or daily stresses. But the good news is that our body is extremely adaptable. And the more we practice guiding our focus, the more the body remembers how to operate in balance. When you can consistently shift that creative life force energy from the base of the spine up through the centers into the brain and beyond, you'll likely feel bursts of inspiration, profound peace, or even mystical experiences. In simpler terms, you're no longer purely a consumer of energy, draining yourself with stress or old traumas. You become a generator of energy, empowered, free, and open to greater possibilities. Let's outline the meditation method that experts suggest, sometimes called the blessing of the energy centers. Here's a straightforward step-by-step. Feel free to tailor it to your own comfort. Prepare your environment. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed for 20 to 30 minutes. Sit comfortably, spine tall. Let your hands rest in your lap or on your knees, palms up if that feels natural. Regulate your breathing. Close your eyes and begin to breathe slowly, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allow your breath to become rhythmic and natural, not forced. As you inhale, imagine you're drawing in a fresh, calming light. As you exhale, imagine releasing tension or stress. Open your awareness. Shift into a divergent focus. Allow your mind to notice the space around you. Visualize or sense that you're sitting in a vast, energetic field. Feel your entire body relaxing. Let your brainwaves slow, your muscles soften. First, center focus. Now bring your attention to the base of your spine, the first energy center. Convergent focus. Gently feel that point. Try not to analyze, just sense. Divergent focus. Become aware of the space around that center, as if it's a small sphere or beach ball of energy. Receive. As you inhale, draw in energy from the field into that center, feeling it fill with coherence. Hold a sense of gratitude. Your body interprets gratitude as if the healing or blessing is already happening. Move upward. Shift your attention to your second center, just below and behind the navel. Repeat the same process. Identify it, convergent. Sense the surrounding space, divergent. Receive energy into it and hold gratitude or worthiness. Continue to the third center in your solar plexus, then the fourth, heart, fifth, throat, sixth, pineal, seventh, pituitary/top of the head, and finally the eighth center above your head. Eighth center activation. When you reach the eighth center, shift your focus just above your head. Sense that higher space and hold a deep feeling of gratitude, as if you're already receiving all the insight, healing, and cosmic energy you need. If you notice any tension, breathe through it, maintaining a gentle, calm presence. Integrate. After you've visited each center, it's helpful to return to your heart center, the fourth, just for a moment. Feel love and compassion flow out to every cell in your body. Visualize each center glowing with balanced energy, like a set of lights shining in harmony. Close the meditation. Slowly bring your awareness back to your surroundings. Gently open your eyes. Take a minute to stretch or reflect on any sensations you experience. If you keep a journal, jot down any insights, images, or feelings you want to remember. At first, you might feel like you're faking it or forcing a visualization. This is normal. Over time, your skill at convergent and divergent focus improves, and you'll discover what works best for you. Consistency is key. A few minutes daily, genuinely practiced, can yield surprising changes. When people release deeply stored energy in the lower centers, strong emotions might bubble up, old grief, anger, or fear. This is healing in action. Stay compassionate with yourself, and let these feelings pass without judgment. Think of it like detoxing. You wouldn't shame your body for flushing out toxins, right? You might be thinking, this all sounds wonderful, but does it really work? Over the past decade, thousands of people have shared anecdotes and case studies indicating remarkable outcomes such as stabilization or reversal of heart arrhythmias and palpitations, reduction in chronic inflammation and pain, improved digestion, reduced acid reflux, or alleviation of IBS-type symptoms, a hormonal rebalancing, especially thyroid, adrenal, or reproductive hormones, an enhanced emotional well-being with decreases in anxiety and depression. In retreats and workshops, scientists measure participants' brainwaves via EEG and heart rate variability to see the immediate effects of meditations like the blessing of the energy centers. In many cases, they observe coherent brainwave patterns, indicating a balanced, orderly brain state, improved heart rate variability, a key marker of cardiovascular health and reduced stress, synchrony across multiple physiological markers, suggesting the entire body is tuning to a more harmonious frequency. If our thoughts can make us sick, perhaps our thoughts can make us well. The mechanism is coherence, turning the scattered noise in our nervous system into an aligned, beneficial signal that fosters health. Remember, these shifts aren't always immediate, and they're not a substitute for standard medical care when you truly need it. But they complement traditional approaches by tackling a fundamental contributor to chronic issues, the body's unconscious stress programs. If you're still with me, you've now got the basics of how modern science, ancient wisdom, and practical meditative techniques converge to create a transformational journey. To bring it all together, embrace the concept that your body is an energetic system. You have built-in mini brains in each energy center, each connected to specific glands and emotional patterns. Acknowledge that stress or trauma can lock energy in certain centers. This can lead to illness or emotional turmoil over time. Understand that you can consciously guide energy upward, from the lower centers associated with survival or stress, to higher centers associated with love, insight, expression, and cosmic connection. Use a daily practice, like the blessing of the energy centers, to train your convergent and divergent focus. You'll develop greater awareness of the subtle energy patterns in your body, learning to release stagnation and cultivate coherence. Look for measurable shifts, improvements in sleep, mood, digestion, or creativity. You may sense deeper spiritual alignment. Keep track in a journal or with simple health metrics. The beauty is that you don't need to be a monk or a scientist to benefit. Whether you're a busy parent, a college student, a professional, or retired, spending even a few minutes each day working on these principles can bring profound results. The body is incredibly intelligent and always ready to move toward equilibrium. You just have to give it the right conditions. So let's recap. We explored the concept of these energy centers, ancient ideas validated by modern approaches. We learned how convergent and divergent focus can calm the brain, reprogram the autonomic nervous system, and bring coherence into every cell of our being. We discovered that a simple meditative practice, holding awareness and gratitude in each energy center, can yield extraordinary changes over time. Now, imagine a life where you wake up not with the same worries or stress, but with a sense of excitement for what you can create next. Imagine feeling aligned in mind, body, and spirit, ready to transcend old limitations and experience a new reality. That's the promise of this profound mind-body work. If this resonates with you, I'd love for you to join our growing community. Dive deeper into these practices and watch how your life unfolds when you tap into your own innate healing power. Subscribe to this channel for more weekly insights into spirituality, esotericism, and the science behind self-transformation. Like this video if you found it helpful. It really supports the channel and helps more people discover these teachings. Comment below with your thoughts or experiences. Have you tried focusing on your energy centers? What changes have you noticed? Your stories can inspire someone else to begin their own journey. Remember, you are far more powerful than you might realize. Your energy, your thoughts, and your heart's capacity for love and gratitude can unlock new dimensions of health, harmony, and fulfillment. So keep practicing, stay curious, and never stop exploring the wondrous union of spirit, science, and self. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, be well, stay inspired, and keep shining. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and drop a comment with your insights. Your journey toward transcendence starts now.